challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They trade hits, and now this is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Combo with the target combo. Decides to buff, hits him with a stop and bop. Player 2 creates a, they can't squander this punish counter chance. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Connects with medium kick. Was looking for that jump attack. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Medium kick hits. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. But they can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Lots of full-hop bank and plenty of avenues to race through. Saihasho manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Barely blocks the jump-in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner, flies him open with a Shoryuken. Oh my, finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this round. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 with the rhythm hits him with a stop and bop. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What's next? Gets into perfect box, solid anti-air. Side switch. Sinking cap, overdrive Shoryuken. What now? They push their way out of the corner. A real D9. Keeps cool and locks them out. Both sides burns out. Player 1 can't use any grounds them from above. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it.
Such a lovely face.
They are done! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Big blows. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. All right. Starts with a jump in. Goes in on the impact for nothing. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Decides to buff up while they can. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Got their eye on the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Time to sit on the lead. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Grabs and throws them away. Still scrapping for control of the space. Checks the ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. And eats it. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. They push their way out of the corner. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Drives and back misses. Gets a risky buff in. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. There's a burnout. Player 2 is in a very a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Shows a medium kick. The super armor does its job. Starts off zoning with fireballs. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Did well to get the buff in there. Anything could happen here. We are near the end of the round. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Gets a risky buff in. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Dashes up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Goes for it all, but just misses. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter tank. Knockdown and... buffs up. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Life lead is there, but still... Ooh, what a smart throw. Player one can't use any drive moves. Stun City, population U. Player two, both bear recovered. What now? Thinking cap, overdrive, Shoryuken. Will this super art do anything? Player two is in a very good spot now. Drives it. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Boring.
Final round. Fight!
Close range projectile reads the jump in perfectly. Brushes that off and keeps going. Sticks out a kick. Drops them. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. And whips. They're wide open. Both sides getting ready. Pokes with a kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Gotta do better than that. Drops that off. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A real test of tries to act quickly, but with the attack. A jump it? This is gonna hurt. It is over. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player two has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Combo with the target combo. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The wraps it up with the drive impact. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight!
Immediate jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Knockdown and still slugging it out at this range. Do they have enough drive gauge? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Hits them with a stop and pop. Jumps up, connects with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This knocked them out of the air. Took them to the corner in a flash. Holy! They and whiffs. They're wide open. Finds the target. Oh, what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in. Who's going to steal this win? the scales.
That felt good, didn't it?
Super! That's what we want to see. What's that on? Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Hits that with confidence. Dash! Drives it back, misses. A real? Oh, it's enough? Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that movement. Sets up with the jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Jumps in. Close it. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Lays on the pressure with the projectiles. Throws out the fireball to check him. Did well to get the buff in there. Combo with the target combo. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockdown. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Looking for a chance. Life lead opens up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. All right, what's coming up next? One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Checks with a medium kick. Saihasho starts up a gutsy fireball, gives them the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump into start. Are we going to surprise him open with a Shoryuken? Jump? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Risky up-close scrap still going. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Here comes a big wrecks them. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Only a little bit of drive wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're here in the first round. Which one of them hits them with a stopping bomb? Did well to get the buff in there. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Does a good job of pushing back. Puts one in the pocket. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and carries it perfectly. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Good, isn't it?
Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Burnout activates. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. What'll happen here? Pokes with a medium kick. Still slugging it out. Crowns him from above. Both fighters planning some KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Goes in on the impact for nothing. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 with the life lead. All right. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. That drive impact is blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Taking stock. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Saihasho? All right, what's coming up next? Decides to meet them in the air. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. The drive impact is denied. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Buffs up. Risky up-close scrap still going. Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. They return to center stage. Hits them with a stop and block. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 holding on to that corner and got him up against the wall. The KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
They are ready to fly from the get-go. The last round. It's now or never. Gets a risky buff in. Sets up with the jump in. Super art on brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Perfect execution with the anti-air. And whips. They're wide open. Oh man, turns out. Ooh, you never know, connects with the throw. Player 1 is looking at a good. Will this super art do anything? Drops that off. Target combo into a real test of nerves here. Player 1 can't drive impact. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Solid anti-air. Knocked him out of the air. Buffs up. The Fuha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Opts for the throw. Player 1 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Holds out with the block. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Knocked down. Did well to get the buff in there. Neither of them willing to back off here. Pokes with a medium kick. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy candy. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Gets a risky buff, brushes that off and keeps going. Decides to buff up while they can. Still slugging it out at this range. Both sides have the super gauge maxed and ready to rip. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jumps up, not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Saihasho to start something? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Impact squashed. Excellent block. Brushes that off and keeps going. Can they create an opportunity for they're going for the super art? What were they thinking? Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Decides to buff up while they can. Checks them with the projectile. The super armor does its job. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireball. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Knockdown and... their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Hits them with a stopping power. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Shakes things up and whiffs. They're wide open. Excellent read. Taps them on the dome. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta put flatlines in. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
While they're blinking, they're using them to set up with the jump in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Loads up above, scrapping it out up close. Next the counter. Amazing. Scrambling here to a ground zone from above. Side hustle. Player 1 still has a chance, but this unleashes some big damage. Ugh, take a seat. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. They are done. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps and drops them hard. Side hustle to start something. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Beautiful setup with that attack. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Decides to puff up while they can. No good up high. The Vuha's stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's not gonna hit. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Attempts to break the scale in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Medium kick hits. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Bumps up. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Pokes with a medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Blocks it. Shows the medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Burns out! What now? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Off while they're blinking. Close range projectile. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Jumps up. Anticipated that throw. This is gonna hurt. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Getting up close and Kurt tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. And whiffs! They're wide open! Player 1 can't use truck. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Taps him on the dome. Noticeable luck. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Left while they're blinking. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play. I called it! Are you kidding me? face for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Player 2 is on track to steal this back after that super. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. The Vuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Down to the wire. Big counter. Player 2 is just about out of drive out there. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The jump-in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Shows a medium kick. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Holds out with the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Side hustle to start something? Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Player 2 hits him with a stop and block. Counting on the super to do the job. Closes in. What are they gonna do? Medium kick. Excellent block. Haihasho. A single hit will do it. So, what's next? Cross out the OD Hado. Jump. Sets up with the jump in. This is a complete shock. How did they anticipate that jump in? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Starting drops him hard. Throw is denied. What a read. Shows a medium kick. Player 1 put out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. All stocked up. Where's the Vuha gonna come into play? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Throws them. Amazing. Player 1 just brushed that off. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Drive this back. We are in a real bad situation here. Spreads them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win it. Wreck them. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. They're dizzy. Escape, now they can use drive. What? Wow! It is over! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that